Yo, hey, what's up guys? In today's video, I'm gonna show you how to beat stage 30 of the event dungeon in under 1 minute. And yes, it is farmable, but like always, it would be super appreciated if you hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't done already. I still try to get to my goal to reach 20,000 subscribers. And on the way, I'm trying to make it as easy for you people out there to not spend your resources for something. And I already do have a plan for you. So it would be super cool if you press like the like button and all that. But before we're gonna start and I'm gonna show you everything, there's one thing that is super needed. It is for stage 30 and even kind of lower stages. Not really, but for stage 30, 100%. And it's the relic golden elixir. I think I was the first guy tried it out in a run and it was successful, and it seems like without it you cannot even do it. But the first section of the video is actually sponsored by our good man Fartoff. You know, the guy who invented RSL Helper. You know, the tool that we need to have a happy life in Raid Shadow Legends. I totally recommend it to go over there, give him a subscription, give him a like. He is really creative and he also gives me all the time some really great ideas. We talk behind the scenes. He's a great man by itself. And yeah, he came around and gave me one of his ideas, like in a video. Even before, it was like, amazing, dude, like, GG. And he brought in Geomancer. And I thought, wow, why haven't I thought about him? Because he's really great. But let's check out the run quickly. It is actually not only Geomancer. It is Gnut, Geomancer and Doom Priest doing it 3-man. Instead of just using one champion like I have done before, or maybe some others now, he actually used 3 champions and it made it so much more fluid and more like, look at the HP bar already. It is really down there already. If you use, like, for example, the cock, it takes a while until you reach that HP bar already. And right here you can see it is actually doing some really great damage, and that's what I like about it. Because like the event dungeon is hard by itself, and every run like 2 to 3 minutes is not the craziest. But this run is actually not the fastest of him. I'm not gonna show you that on purpose. I want you guys to go over there, check out the whole video. He did it in 40 seconds. Not always, but one of his runs was 40 seconds, then sometimes it's a minute, sometimes it's like a minute 20 or something. But that one I accept as a good time because the event dungeon is so freaking hard that, yeah, it's really amazing that Geomancer comes into play again and we found him again. It's always the Geomancer. It is kind of crazy what kind of a good epic he is. And yeah, right there, we're just kind of waiting. Doom Priest is gonna cleanse also the True Fear here and there. It won't be all the time perfectly in line, but it helps. He heals, and of course they have the golden elixir. You have regeneration sets. Of course you need some accuracy, for example on Geomancer, but since, for example, the Gnut is weak affinity, the boss is more tempted to attack him the whole time. So you can see it already, really great. That wasn't the best run. There are better runs in his video. I will give you a link in the description. Just go over there if you want to know all these stats and all that. I'm not going to show it here on purpose because I don't want to just make it as my own, but I make my own variation. So that means we are using Geomancer. Instead of me going 3-man, I will do it 2-man. And I brought an epic that you might haven't thought about it, but he is actually incredible nice in here. He does like AOX. He does the decrease attack and he increases durations of debuffs passively. That is amazing because the boss is gonna hit us a lot of times. And he could be really a joker for another team where you maybe go 3-man and then just he by himself, he helps you out so much to just keep the debuffs going. But stop talking, show us the run. Let's go in there. It's actually a nice one. I really like it because, yeah, some epics, they just have a revive for certain event dungeons and the team is not the craziest to get by itself. Like, you don't need mythicals, you don't need legendaries. It's more tempted about epics and you can still do it. So what happened? We killed off the minions and now he kills off the Ugo. Maybe I should build my Ugo a little more squishy or something so he dies faster. And now he's gonna attack AOX. That means our HP burn, they will basically be there forever. He puts 2 debuffs on an incretion, but since the boss is gonna hit us 4 times in that moment with that bone thingy, that means it's actually 4 times, and it's it's basically there all the time. And it's crazy that a freaking epic that nobody uses anymore could do something incredibly nice in there. Geomancer and Aox, I think it's kind of a dream team. They really do the job really great together. And yes, that's basically it. I did it under a minute. Fartoff's run was quite faster. I did 48 one time, 57 right now, but I still really do like it because it kind of is nice. You have the decreased attack. That means you get generally less damage input, and also you get the damage reflection about Geomancer. He has the damage negation. So it seemed for me, hey, really stable. But let's check out the stats. Alright, Lydia, she actually doesn't matter too much. You need the accuracy, you need the speed, she goes first, and that's it. Whatever fuel I have, for example, right now, don't even care about it. Like here, the stats, everything, you just want to be faster than the bosses and everything. You should be fine. I don't have any relic in here. I do have cruelty, but yeah, it doesn't matter for right now. I do have some masteries. They are not made for this boss, whatever. Like, use whatever you have. It's okay. Ugo, to be honest, he could be someone else. I think about just leaving him alone. The cleanse is actually not that needed if you don't die anyway, and the people that die get block revived because of the HP burn. Yeah, I don't know, they die anyway. I'm not gonna revive them anyway. I'm just gonna survive. And so I think about just removing him for later, so we have a 3-man team that maybe makes it even faster. But yeah, like stats, he goes before Seer. Yeah, that's basically it. About those things, there's not much going on in here. Those are not made for the dungeon specifically. And Geomancer, yes, now we're talking. So, regeneration immortal, of course. But since we can kind of aim the attack on Aox, I thought about maybe decreasing his HP. Right now, we don't know exactly the whole like stats, what we need, minimums, but we are optimizing at the moment. The dungeon is not long out there, so we're just trying to optimize, and HP and stuff like regeneration and immortal is kind of, I don't know if it's super needed. Maybe there's other sets that could kind of give you the same benefit or something. But yeah, 281 speed, yeah, like I want to be still going first of the boss so I can place the HP burn and then increase the duration and all that. Of course, he needs his accuracy. About the accuracy, I don't actually know how much you need, but also I don't have the optimizer in here, so maybe I could find a more accuracy kind of build, and but it was, I just threw in what I have. The most important thing for your whole gear things is HP percent. Everything is kind of HP percent, so yeah, that is super important for you. Even those banners and stuff, like make them HP percent, and then you should be fine, because we are healing about the golden elixir, and if he doesn't get attacked, that's the best scenario. The AoE attack still goes on him, but then he has enough time. Yeah, like I'm still thinking about further optimizations, but yeah, golden elixir, you don't need plus 15. No. You need plus 3, and it's totally fine. I just went over the board and I cannot go backwards with my golden elixirs. It's just how it is. I don't have any more, and I would love to show you just a 3-star, but I've seen it already. People are doing it, and yes, about this, I put an emergency heal on him just to make it more clean. He doesn't attack sometimes too much or something. I give him the ring so he can actually trigger it. And masteries are like as following. They are made for this dungeon, so I went for accuracy this time because I needed a little bit more. Usually I went HP, but yeah, he needs accuracy. And of course, like the damage, negation, more heals. Usually I go this HP route right here, HP, then more heal right there, more heal right there. So it makes it a little bit easy, but since I need accuracy, I went the other route. And yes, that's about him. Seer, about Seer, I don't have the optimizer, so I cannot really throw in like really like the good gear. And yes, you need good gear. Their dungeon is really hard, and it's kind of about it. So what I have, for example, is 345% crit damage, but usually I have a little less. We talk about that in a second because of my relic. I know I have the cat's gaze on her right now, but I can kind of get my stats done even without all these cat's gazes and stuff. I don't have the optimizer, so, but hey, still you need good Seer. There is no doubt. If you just sometimes not kill a ad or something, it could be beneficial for you. You still get your run done, but it also could end your run, or like with you is gonna heal the boss all the time. You can't do enough there. So like something like that could happen. And yeah, so you need a good gear on Seer. And yeah, I got the Cat's Gaze on her. I got Crushing Rent. Helps immensely because Lydia is not gonna, it's the 3%. The decreased defense is not gonna land all the time. So there's still some variations about damage. So you kind of want to have more damage than you actually need to. So you can still kill it when you maybe sometimes don't place the weaken. And that's why you kind of want a really good Seer. And yeah, Aox. Woo! He's in. Maybe you have another idea, another champ that does passively a buff, not debuff increase on your enemy by getting attacked. That would be amazing. Hey, maybe you know something. I couldn't find that quick something. But yeah, regeneration, immortal set, because he will get attacked all the time. We can navigate the attacks mostly to him by not having as much HP as the Geomancer. Geomancer just needs more HP, and the boss will attack him more likely. Sometimes he will attack Geomancer, but it's just how it is. Sometimes like Geomancer has a little bit lower HP in that moment or something. But just general least HP and you should be fine. Like here HP %. That is kind of the goal of all these. Like even those things, like they're all HP %. Okay, not percent in this case, but yeah, you know what I mean. Of course, Golden Elixir. Again, 3-star would plus 3 would also be cool, but yeah, like I said already. And yeah, I put an emergency heal on him. He is a 6-star right now for me, but it can be lower. Shouldn't be the problem. We are still optimizing, so we don't know yet exactly all the things. But masteries, yes, they are made for this event dungeon, and that's how I think they should be. You get more heals, you can get a little bit more turn meter right there. It doesn't actually make too much, but yeah, whatever. I just took it. And yeah, that's basically it. All the things that you need to know about the event dungeon. The German crew made it better for everybody. Fartoff is a German, I'm a German dude. And yeah, believe me, the German crew is really amazing in planning teams, get it done, and get it done frequently. Like there are still some, you can still fail, that is not 100%, but at this moment in time, it gets as close as you can. I haven't seen anything else that is kind of that consistent. There's so many flaws in this dungeon that could go down the drain, but we made it work, so you can kind of enjoy your life a little bit more. And yeah, that will be about it. Like the button. Press that like button, subscribe if you haven't done already, and yeah, have a nice day.